Hello, I want to thank you for clicking on my channel. I'm PI187, and today I will be reacting to the 10 most beautiful towns to visit in England. Alright, I already did one on the 10 most beautiful places in the UK. So, this is beautiful towns. Alright, let's do this. And it was done by, just so you know, Lifestyle How's channel. Lifestyle How, that's the channel that did this video here.
Welcome back, folks, to a brand new video. Now, we all love London, but in England there are so many other areas that folks to a brand new video. Now, we all love London.
Yeah, that is awesome. Oh, the old stone fences down here. That's fucking awesome.
But in England, there are so many other areas that are just ready to explore. So if you're planning your next trip to this city,
wow, look at that.
Here's a list of towns to help you get started. So let's take a look at 10 beautiful towns to visit in England. And before you even watch this video, don't forget to hit that like button because it is free.
Yes, it is free to hit that like button. Hold on, I go back, look at that castle.
You even watch this video, don't forget to hit that like button because it is.
Wow. Is that probably an outlook tower? It's crazy they still got this stuff just sitting over there. Still standing. They made shit to last, didn't they, back in the day?
It's free! Cirencester, a vibrant market town in Gloucestershire, known as the capital of the Cotswolds. It's a lovely market town with a fascinating history, where you will receive a very warm welcome. In Roman times, it was the second largest town only to London. During the 6th century, fortunes changed. The Saxons destroyed the town and it was renamed. It became a very prosperous walled town in the medieval period, which is the basis for the charming town you see today with ancient honey-coloured stone buildings in very picturesque narrow streets.
Yeah, the streets are narrow, I noticed that. Very narrow. But that's because obviously those places were built before, you know, we had the traffic we had today.
It's set in the heart of the Cotswolds, so it's a great town to visit and makes a very easy base for visitors wishing to explore the whole area. Whitby. The rich maritime history and quirky but slightly bohemian charm.
Wow, look at all those all docks? Or what the hell are they? They ramps to... That one looks like a ramp for boats. I don't know what the hell these other things are. Obviously, they're going all the way down the beach. That's pretty crazy. Oh, those must be what these things are right here. So what are they, like dividers or something? Like what's the point in these things all along this water?
Whitstable has plenty to offer all year round. The town boasts a number of fantastic beaches, bursting with traditional British seaside charm. Tankerton Beach is an unspoilt pebbled beach that offers some of the finest views on the Kentish coast. The many alleyways were historically made for walkways down to the sea and used by smugglers to weave in and out.
Oh wow.
Then
So they got thin little walkways in between a lot of the buildings where people used to smuggle shit in. Yeah, these things are strange. I'm sure they serve a purpose.
you have the food. What better way to enjoy traditional fish and chips by the sea? But of course, famous for its oysters, so don't forget to give that a try.
No thank you.
So hopefully next week I will show you a more in-depth view of Whitstable.
That's pretty cool. Look at that. Oh yeah. I'd spend a weekend on one of those. That's freaking awesome.
If you are looking for a seaside town day trip from London, this is one of the best places to visit.
Look at that fish.
Cambridge.
Over to Cambridge.
A city on the River Cam in eastern England, home to the prestigious University of Cambridge. Founded in 1209 and consisting of 31 colleges. Cambridge University is consistently ranked among the top universities in the world. Now this is a very popular day trip from...
Oh wow, look at this. Fucking everything's just so perfect. Look at these fucking lawns. Phenomenal. They even put the fucking lines in them just to make them look fancier. A lot of places had courtyards, eh? You got one here, got one here, got like 3 over here, 1 over here. Must have been a style over there to do a lot of that shit.
London. You can visit impressive colleges such as the Trinity College and King's College, whose chapel that you simply must see. That would even be enough to fill your day alone. I'll be making a separate video on other attractions such as the Fitzwilliam Museum and the Botanical Garden.
So that's the machine right there putting these lines. That's not even cutting the grass. That's literally, he's just putting those lines into the grass with that thing. Just to make it look nicer. All that extra work, just literally, all it does is fold the grass over so that when the sun hits it, it either dark or it's light.
So don't forget to check that one out soon. But if you're visiting in the warmer...
So basically they run it down one way, it folds it one way, and then they run it beside it, folds it the other way, and when you see it from your angle, all you see is like the stripes, the light and dark stripes. It looks neat, but it's a lot of work for nothing, to be honest.
months, be sure to hire a punt and indulge in the traditional pastime of gliding down the River Cam. Worcester. A beautiful cathedral and university city with a fascinating history. Located in the heart of the West Midlands, on the banks of the River Severn. At its centre is a magnificent cathedral, perched along the riverbank, dominating the skyline for miles around. Now they say the cathedral is one of the loveliest in England, and dates back to Norman times.
That's huge.
Now, although possessing all the sophistication and amenities of a city, Worcester, with its attractive mix of medieval, Tudor, Georgian and modern architecture, has the feel of a small town. It's particularly easy to explore and to get around, either on foot or using public transport.
Look at that. Wow. The amount of work that this took into those, like, windowsills. You just don't see that shit anymore. People took so much pride in their work back in the day. And now they just slap things together and hope it lasts for a year or two.
Using public transport. Three minutes walk from the cathedral takes you to the famous Royal Worcester Porcelain Museum and its adjoining factory. Nearby you can wander along the medieval Friar Street that's full of restaurants and bars nestled with original timber buildings and that historical feel. Bradford-on-Avon.
Bradford.
Another town and civil parish in West Wiltshire, England, just near the border with Somerset. Beautiful and
You
historic.
don't see those much anymore. That telephone booth that we just saw right here. I'm sure they probably got them still in England because it's probably a thing. Just because of the history of the city. But here in Canada, they've been ripping them out of the ground for the last 10 years to the point where when you're like, oh, look, a phone booth. Wow, haven't seen one of them in 5 years. Where back in the day when I was a kid, they were on every street corner. Every corner store had a couple out front. They're all over the place. And now they've gone extinct.
Wiltshire, England, just near the border with Somerset. Beautiful and historic buildings, independently run shops, alongside these wonderful cafes, river walks, hidden stairways, and unexpected alleyways. Plenty to do. Town has that feeling of somewhere unique that hasn't yet been discovered by the swarming tourists from nearby Bath.
Wow.
At its heart, the river winding through the town centre explains the 17th century textile industry. You could easily spend your time cafe hopping and walking by the river and checking out all the little independent shops. But to really get a feel for the town, you also need to head up the hill, stopping along the way at some of the historical sites and ending with a breathtaking view across the valley.
And I love stone buildings. Just love them to death. I think they are just so amazing looking. So nice. I don't know how well they are for heat, but I've always wanted to live in one. In a stone house. I live in a brick house, and not a fake brick house, a real brick house. My house is 140 years old. Actually, it might be about 150 years old now. It was 140 years old a while ago. So yeah, I'd say it's probably about 150 years old now. Every single floor in my house is hardwood, real hardwood, not that new fake shit. I've got pillars, all made with custom wood, all around it, all real wood. My windowsills are all still wood. It's a fairly old place, and I like that. Like I like the, because it has, like, I have these pillars in here that have geez, what was the word I was looking for? Unique. They're unique. You know, everybody doesn't have pillars in their house, and if they do, they probably don't look the same as mine. And I've got 2 sets in each room over here, in between each room, and just the character to the old places. Now, I'd like to, even, like I said, this is a brick home. I'd prefer a stone home like these places here. I don't know if I'd really want the wood shingles, if that's how that actually is. It looks like it's wood shingles, like pine or something. I'm not too sure, but I don't know how well that would work. And the other thing I've always wondered is what it's like to heat a stone home. Is it a lot more expensive? Do they heat very well? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not sure. Because I've considered, you know, getting rid of my house and maybe getting a stone house somewhere. I've seen a few, and I thought about it maybe about a year ago. There was one I was looking at. But that was the thing I was also wondering. Now, I considered it. There was some downfalls. I live on a dead-end street, and I like that. Don't deal with much traffic at all going by my house. And the stone place I was looking at barely even had a driveway. Like, you basically had enough room to park one car on the front of the yards, like, sideways in front of it. And in the winter, you'd be getting plowed in, because we got to deal with all that snow down here in Canada every winter. So you got to keep that in mind when you're dealing with places. And I sat there and looked at the place, and it's like I'm going to be sitting there shoveling myself out every fucking time it snows. And so it wasn't for me anyways, let's just say that. But it was a gorgeous house. Gorgeous house. And the price was, like, I thought the price was pretty cheap. Maybe that's another thing about stone homes too. Maybe they're cheap. Maybe it's because, like I said, I don't know what they are like for heating.
Salisbury,
Salisbury.
a medieval cathedral city in the southern English county of Wiltshire. It's 9 miles south of the iconic, prehistoric stone circle we all know as Stonehenge.
Oh, Stonehenge.
A cathedral city of ageless beauty and captivating history, Salisbury has been welcoming travellers since 1227.
Oh, that's cool.
At the heart lies Salisbury Cathedral, a beacon that has attracted visitors for centuries.
Oh yeah, I wonder why.
The moment you step into this medieval
Look at
cathedral,
how big it is.
you'll encounter more than 800 years of history.
That's insane. 800 years of history. Do they really? Do you think they build anything today that will ever last 800 years? Like really? Like the stuff they build today ain't is not gonna last no fucking 800 years. I don't think so. Unless there's some major upkeep going on. Just keep renovating. I'm not saying this place hasn't been upkept. You can see there's scaffolding on the back of the building and stuff. But still, I'm sure it stood up pretty good. Unless, maybe a fire or something. But it's hard to burn rock, isn't it? Look at that. Wow.
Gathered around the cathedral is a modern medieval city, full of buildings crafted with the care of another age. It's here that history is brought to life by modern and original events, culture, and activities. So apart from the museums, Salisbury is also a base to discover the surrounding countryside. Arundel, a market town and civil parish in the Arundel district of the South Downs, in West Sussex, England. It was once a small market town back in the 1800s, but its population grew considerably through the 19th century and is now a popular tourist destination due to its beautiful listed buildings and scenic surroundings.
That castle looked pretty awesome.
So when it comes to visiting this destination, it's all about Arundel Castle, the gardens and the cathedral. The castle was built by Roger de Montgomery in 1067.
Oh, look at this. Imagine how long it'd take them to build that. Especially back in those days, they wouldn't have had vehicles or machines of any sort. That all fucking built by hand. That's a lot of work. And not light work by any means either.
7, and now the seat of the Duke of Norfolk.
So what's the point of that round piece there?
And the cathedral.
Let me pause it back there again.
The castle was built by Roger de...
This thing. What the hell is that? Like, what's the purpose of this?
de Montgomery in 1067, and now the seat of the Duke of Norfolk. So this could be the perfect day trip from London just for you.
That's a garden. Holy crap. Look at that.
Glastonbury. A small New Age town that lies in southwest England, about 3.5 hour drive from London. Now there are several points of interest here. The first thing you will want to do is to take a trip to Glastonbury Abbey. Now what makes the Abbey one of the most popular Glastonbury attractions is that it ties to King Arthur. Legend has it, King Arthur and his wife Guinevere are buried on the grounds.
Fucking, those walls are thick. That's amazing.
But after that, you can move on to explore the town, browsing all the independent shops and quirky gifts, such as crystals and charms, because of the spirit of Glastonbury. Now, a day trip here isn't complete without seeing the most famous of Glastonbury attractions, Glastonbury Tour.
Oh, wow, look at this thing. It's really cool how they got all the fields around it, kinda cut in around it and whatnot. See, there's a little walking path going up this hill. That's nuts. What the hell's under this hill? Because there's not, and that's got to be a man-made hill. I don't think this just naturally formed like that by any means. Because if you look at this whole background, it ain't there ain't hills anywhere. And then all of a sudden you got this fucking thing going on with a big tower on top. That's got to be man-made. So there must be something buried in there, I would think.
The Tor is known to be one of the most spiritual sites in England and has the most amazing 360-degree views.
Well, yeah, it's the only hill around. Look at that. Look at how far you can see. Like, that's insane.
Lower Slaughter. A village in the Cotswold district of Gloucestershire, England. Now the name of the village of Lower Slaughter stems from the Old English name for a wetland, or muddy place upon which it lies. This quaint village sits beside the Little Eye Stream and is known for its unspoilt limestone cottages in a traditional Cotswold style. This is a great place to visit, and I would say the only attraction is the old mill, with its restored water wheel and distinctive red brick tower.
Oh, that's cool.
But in fact, the real attraction is the village itself.
Oh yeah, look at it.
With cottages of Cotswold stone beside the slow-moving river. It is a beautiful village, where you will find peace and tranquility. Winchcombe. A market town of early medieval origin in the Cotswolds hills of Gloucestershire. Famous as a centre for walkers, Winchcombe has a wonderful timeless quality about it. With Cotswold stone cottages standing side by side with the distinctive black and white half-timbered buildings. You can browse the inns, the restaurants, the tea rooms that sit among three main streets, full of character of times past.
Yeah, those streets are really narrow too, aren't they? I'm noticing no street lights, no signs, really nothing on the roads. Is there like not any like this person and the last person I just saw just kind of run across the road? I'm wondering, like, is there actual crosswalks? Maybe that's what this painted spot is. Is that a crosswalk there for people where they're supposed to walk across? Um, but is there any street lights over there? Because I haven't seen any.
But there is another attraction. Located only 8 miles from the picturesque Broadway, Sudeley Castle and its gardens, a much-loved family home, as well as a popular visitor attraction.
This is a family home.
Now this is a must-see on any visit to the
I mean,
Cotswolds,
someone lives in that?
as the castle played an important role in England's history,
Oh, wow.
boasting
Look at that
royal
garden.
connections that stretch back over 1,000 years.
Gorgeous.
And there you have it, folks. That was England. Quite a number of beautiful towns that we have here in this country. Of course, I will be making more lengthy videos of each of these destinations. So this was just a taste for you that if you do come to visit London, there are a couple of other towns that you can visit on these day trips. If you do like the video, give it a thumbs up because it does help the channel. And of course, I'll see you all on the next one. As always, be good, be kind, and be careful. Peace.
Yeah, that was pretty freaking awesome, I'd say. Those are all amazing places. I'm totally now wanting to go over there and check out all this stuff. But like I said when the UK video, I think if I got over there, I'd never want to come back. I'd just want to sell my house here and move there for good. Like, now I heard it rains a lot over there. That wouldn't be a good thing. Probably wouldn't like that, but the place, like, everything is just so beautiful, and so there's just so much history in all of it. I just constantly be at awe walking around. But anyhow, that was pretty damn cool. If you're still here, I want to thank you for watching this video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to check out this guy's videos, his name is, what is it? Lifestyle Hal. So if you want to check out Lifestyle Hal's videos and give him a like, do that. If you don't. Anyhow, have yourselves a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.